Task 1. The parts given are keel, stem, hull, forecastle's deck, amidships, afterdeck, superstructure, bulbous bow, cargo holds, bridge, engine room, rudder, propeller, forward perpendicular, and aft perpendicular. Keel, it will be found at the bottommost structural member around the hull. Stem, the most forward part of the ship or ship's bow and the extension of keel itself. Hull, the waterline body of ship. Forecastle's deck, the upper deck of sailing ship. Amidship, it can be found below the hull. Afterdeck, the open deck area toward the stem. Superstructure, it means to add construction to an already existing structure. Bulbous bow, a protruding bulb at the bow, it can be found at the front of a ship. Cargo holds, it is part of ship that contains cargo hold. Bridge, a navigation bridge would be used for actual conning of ship. Engine room, a compartment where the machinery of machine propulsion is located. Rudder, a part of steering apparatus of boat that is fastened outside the hull. Propeller, a rotating fan-like structure which is used to propel the ship by using power generated and transmitted by the engine of ship. Forward perpendicular, a vertical line through intersection of the foresides of stem, which waterline on which the length is measured. Aft perpendicular, vertical line that intersects the forward side of the stem with the summer load waterline. Task 2. The parts given are length overall, length between perpendicular, freeboard, molded depth, extreme depth, shear forward, shear aft, and flare. Length overall defined as the distance measured in meters in straight line on a line parallel to the design waterline between the foremost point of bow and the aftermost point of stern. Length between perpendicular, the length of ship along summer load line from the forward surface of the stem. Freeboard, distance measured from the waterline to the upper edge of deck plating at side of freeboard deck amidship. Molded depth, vertical distance from the top of keel to the top of the upper deck beams amidship to the gunwale. Extreme depth, the maximum beam taken over all extremities. Shear forward, the upper curves formed by the main deck with reference to the level of deck at the amidships. Flare, the angle at which a ship's hull plate or planking departs from the vertical in an outward direction with increasing height. Task 3. The parts given are camber, tumble home, rise of floor, and molded beam. Camber, a measure of lateral main deck curvature in naval architecture. Tumble home is the narrowing of a ship's hull with greater distance above the waterline. Rise of floor, the rise of bottom shoal plating line above the base line. Molded beam, the greatest distance between the two sides of ships.